indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Good morning, everyone.
No, everyone.
Our first thing on our agenda is quotes for the removal of the contents of the tax deed home in Groton. Did we get any?
We're checking. Might need a two-wheel cart to haul them all in.
Yeah.
Well, we got something.
No bids received.
Okay.
Oh.
I'll bid on that. Oh my goodness.
You might be getting it.
I know I will.
This one paragraph, if you find any personal items, including family pictures, you must hand them over to Brown County. Okay, and then it says Brown County retains the right to request that certain items or a complete lot be purchased back by Brown County in order to prevent any court action with the former property owner. Well, if they bid on this and took the contents, how long do they have to keep them before this paragraph is null and void?
Larry?
Well, I think the idea is to clear the house. And so as they go through the process of taking stuff out, if they find something that's of the nature that we're talking about, family documents or financial records, something like that, they bring it to the county's attention. The county at that point then can either buy them back or take them because they're not sold to them. Either way, it would be immediate. They don't have to hold on to them and hope for the county either does something or it doesn't. And if the county doesn't do something, there's a problem, then it's on the county.
That's a mute point. If there's
I was going to say that.
anyway, so
No bid, it
It
doesn't
sounded
make
like
a
if you found
difference.
anything good, we get it back. That's
No.
what it sounded like.
It was a
so you're gonna
day
have to
with...
decide where do you want to go from here. I mean, do you want the county to get involved? Do you want movers to give us quotes?
I'd say
to
sell it as
take
is.
it out to the landfill? Do you want to
Sell it as
with
is.
the house?
I'd say sell it as is.
Yep,
Whoever-
with what's
whoever
in there.
buys it,
There, I mean, otherwise you
get-
got the labor to haul it out of there, you got,
Right,
Yeah.
unless it's gonna be
One whole
less you're gonna
thing.
get for the home.
yeah. And I wouldn't worry about personal anymore, or anything, it's done.
I haven't been in the home. Is there anything of any value at all?
No.
Nope.
We sat over there and...
Would it increase it by
Cool
cleaning
down.
it out?
Dark.
I don't think so either. Well, then I guess I would entertain a motion to sell the property or put the property out on...
Well, we have to wait the 180 days for the tax deed
Time
sale,
to do that.
and then just...
So we could just wait until we're closer to that time and then start the process of, so, say just
And
sit on
as
it.
you remember, you hired Vic to do the paperwork and stuff on that, so he'll just have to be informed of what you want to do with it at that time.
You're doing quiet title on that?
There
You know,
was decided a long time ago already.
Yeah.
There was debts that were due.
Yeah, we have just wait the 180 days.
When is the 180 days start, Max? Do we know that?
That's already started. I can find out when we
It was
can have
in
it.
July.
Well, maybe we'll sell on the tax sale.
Mm-hmm.
So we
I don't
got,
think we have to do anything
we're all
today.
into next year before we can really act on it anyway then.
Yeah.
180 days, 6 months down the road, right to next year.
There's nothing in there worth...
So has the water been drained and stuff, and the winter coming on, that's all taken care of?
There's no water or electricity, the way I understand it.
I don't know if it's been drained or not.
Everything's been shut off.
Well, I was just wondering if there's
Somebody better
pipes
just-
busted
It
or...
probably will be.
Somebody better just check it once, make sure.
But do we need to drain the pipes?
Well, if you don't want them to break.
How long did it sit last winter empty? I mean, I don't know when people left it or when.
No,
Yeah, I don't know.
no, not last winter, but
I
we've
guess
got
I would
houses before that we've never
Don't worry about it.
taken that action on.
Okay, we'll push it off till later, early next year. 850.
How much would it cost to blow the pipes out?
No, I'd have to check, I don't know. Can certainly talk to some
I think it'd be
people if
worth
you want.
looking into.
Okay.
It might bring
Well,
a
we could
little,
have,
bring a little bit more value.
can we have someone in the county just go over and look? I mean, it's not...
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
So there's no motion, it's just no bid received, no bid received.
Next item on the agenda, 8:50, we have the adopt 2018 provisional budget.
Okay, the initial motion, which is just a motion, would be the only change from your hearing on September 6th was the utility values came in and there was added growth. And so we would amend the provisional budget line item as follows. 311 current property tax would change from $13,902,440 to $13,946,354. Cash balance applied would change from $3,687,178.19 to $3,643,254.19. It's just a shift between those two line items. That would be the initial motion.
I'll make that motion.
Second.
Motion by Sutton, second by Nancy, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries.
And then the actual resolution page, cover sheet for the entire budget is Resolution 6517. Move it.
Second.
Moved by Hanson, second by Sutton, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. You got a couple things, Max, you want to go through until we get to 8:55?
Minutes from the September 12th general meeting.
Move.
Second.
Moved by Fishback, second by Hanson, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries.
Claims and payroll.
Move.
Second.
Moved by Sutton, second by Fishback, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries.
HR report.
I would suggest maybe you hold off on that motion until Mike's discussion.
Okay. Claim assignment. Move.
Second.
Moved by Hanson, second by Sutton, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries.
There was a lottery application for permit for Aberdeen rural firefighters. Second.
Moved by Fishback, second by Hanson, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries.
2 leases, Cub Scouts and Aberdeen American News.
Move.
Second.
Moved by Sutton, second by Fishback, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries.
Authorize, the city wants to rezone Lot 3, Brown County Commission Second Subdivision. That's the new replat over on First Avenue. And they have a petition to rezone it to the M municipal state category. If you want to authorize the vice chair to sign that petition to rezone it.
Move it.
Second.
Moved by Fishback, second by Hanson, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries.
One more?
Yeah, we can do one more, I think.
Okay, the plats. It was Keno, Platte Township, a bar, and Shadows.
Move.
Second.
Moved by Sutton, second by Fishback, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. That brings us to 8:55. We have Ted Dickey with NECOG, approve an application grant for a new cell at the Brown County landfill.
Thank you. I also have Mike Scott with the Brown County Landfill and Lee Bredinger with Helms and Associates. My apologies, Lee. I'll pay you later.
We worked together how many years?
Yeah, I blanked. We're in front of the County Commission this morning with an application to the South Dakota Department of Environment and Natural Resources Solid Waste Management Program application for a grant to construct cell number 3 Brown County landfill. Total project cost on that is $2,474,350. We're applying for 50% of that, or $1,237,175. Did I say that right? $1,237,175. Yeah, 50% total project cost. So what we need this morning is a motion approving the resolution, or a resolution approving the chair and/or vice chair. How do you want that read?
Either or, I think would be the way to go.
Let's do vice chair.
Authorizing the vice chair to sign the application and subsequent documents.
I'll move it.
I entertain a motion. We got a motion from Sutton, second by Hanson. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries.
We should hear sometime between November and January whether or not we receive the grant. I don't suspect we'll receive 50% of that, as that's roughly 35% of their budget for the year. So I'm not sure where we're going to end up, but
Now, the biggest thing is getting the application in, and if you don't apply, you don't receive. Right?
When are you scheduled to start that cell?
Next spring?
Yeah, next construction season.
Sounds good. Anything else? That was painless.
yes, sir.
Thank you. Thanks,
Thank you,
Ed.
Ted. Thanks, Ted.
Thank you.
We got just a couple minutes, Max. You have anything else?
Okay, okay. I've got that one. Dirk had brought up 3 applications for occupancy for road right-of-ways. He had explanations on where they were in there. There was one for Englehart, Northern Natural Gas, and James Valley Communications.
Second.
Moved by Fishback, second by Sutton. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries.
It's time to set the date and authorize advertising the notice for the Highways 5-year plan. I believe it will be October 10th, and the notice will go in October 4th. Move it.
Second.
Motion by Hanson, second by Sutton. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries.
And that's all I have at the moment.
You got anything, Gary, quick, or you want?
A couple
Okay,
of
just a
quick
couple
things, yeah. There was a request made by an insurance company to put a little kiosk in the 24/7 building that would supply people information on insurance.
Oh,
And,
come on.
I don't know. Yeah, I'm sure there'd be some concern about every other company
Yeah.
wanting to do that too, but I said I'll pass on the request.
I don't think we can
I
do
don't
that.
think we can.
Run out of room for kiosks after a while.
What kind of rent were they willing to pay?
We'd have to have another whole building just for the...
Maybe they can afford to put one up.
Ready? You want another one?
No, I think we're ready to go. We're just a half minute away from 9 o'clock. At 9 o'clock, we have Mike Scott from Landfill discuss personnel and a contract for, was it Leggetti?
Yep, LBG, look at Shears and Rand.
Okay,
We'll do the contract first.
okay.
Let me find that.
The contract is for $36,222, and this would include soil borings, 2 new monitoring wells, and some baseline sampling, and then
Retype this real quick.
the process to get those results. That's all involved with cell construction. And I don't know if Leaf has anything to add, but
You don't want to sign a
it's
copy of it?
just what we need to do, state required. Anything else, Leaf?
No, not really.
It's pretty much,
Pretty
It's gotta
standard.
happen, yep.
Pretty standard every
Yep.
time we do a new cell.
Yep, every
That's
time.
we have to.
we've got to find out what soils are there, you know, what's in them, at what depth, and then the new monitoring wells will have to be installed because we'll be taking some out of out of use, so.
I'll make a motion.
I'd entertain a motion to accept the contract.
I'd move it.
Second.
Moved by Fishback, second by Sutton. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries.
That's LBG.
Yep.
It's Tom and Jane.
Okay. I think,
It was just LGB, right? Okay.
yeah, LBG. I'd like to go into exec to
Okay.
discuss personnel.
Move it.
Second.
Moved by Hanson,
thanks.
second by
Yep.
Sutton to go into executive for personnel. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? We're in exec.
Here, you want to shut our... Any action?
I'm gonna make
Uh,
a
yeah,
motion.
Gary.
I'll make.
Gary.
Yep.
I'm gonna make a motion to amend the HR report to add 2 employees for the landfill, is that correct? Is that what we need?
Versus 1.
Versus the 1.
Second.
Well, you haven't approved the HR report yet.
Okay, so I'm gonna approve the HR report amended.
With amended, with amended.
Motion by Fishback to amend the HR report.
And-
Approval of HR report and to amend adding another employee to the landfill.
2.
Well, we had one, there was one on
I'm
there.
just gonna add one.
For now.
We have a motion by Fishback, second by Sutton. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries.
All right. Thank you. Thanks, Mike. Yep.
That brings us to 9:10. We have Judy Dosh to discuss contracts and elevator.
There she is.
Morning.
Morning, Judy.
Judy?
Morning. I just saw the word elevator. Oh, yeah, we'll get to that. Escalators, we gotta go with escalators.
Just to think we don't have a 5-story building we're into, eh?
You're up.
Oh, okay, I didn't know if we were waiting or what we were doing.
Well, we have Judy
Yes,
to
we have
discuss
Judy.
contracts. Is that what you were gonna go with
Yep.
first? Okay.
Yep, okay.
Do we need an exec or anything,
Yes,
Judy?
I would like an exec right away,
Okay.
and then we can get back.
We need a motion to go into exec for contracts. Motion by Sutton, second by Fishback. We are now back in exec.
Gary?
And no action.
No action.
No action.
So, no action, result of exec.
Okay,
Now we have Judy to discuss elevators.
yes, oh, it's my favorite subject. I did have to, they did call me like 4 o'clock Friday afternoon, and the elevator was down, and so I called it just to see, because it's going to be overtime, because he's done at 4 o'clock. And I knew he wasn't even in town, he was down in Omaha again, and so then I said, well, I'm not paying overtime for coming up in the weekend, because, you know, we have to pay that whole 6 hours and everything. I said the elevator's just going to be down until Monday. Well, then, basically, he had to drive up from Omaha, but you know, it was in, he got here at 2, so he called me right away, so we worked on the elevator from 2 to 4, and then
Which one was it? Which
it
elevator?
was the north one,
Okay,
so it wasn't the,
the new one.
we'll be getting a bill on that again, so.
Serious or not so serious?
Well, it's not going to be overtime, but what the problem was, no, the elevator stalled out for some reason, and I will not, you know, he asked me if I turned it on and off, and I said, I will not do that unless I have talked to you and told you what it said, and I said, I don't want that, you know, I don't know that if I do that and it works and then something happens, you know, and then, you know.
Then you're
then I'm
liable.
liable, and I said, no, I didn't even do that. We can use the stair, they can use the stairs, so
Yeah.
that's what they did, so. But, getting back to the fire alarms now, I have the specs wrote, the RFP wrote up.
So I just need permission to authorize for bids.
Second.
Moved by Hanson, second by Sutton to authorize bids for fire alarms. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries.
And that's for the annex in the courthouse to tie it in with the jail fire alarm system. I just put in rough dates in my notice to check with you, Max. I kind of have it set for 8:45, October 17th.
That won't work, I don't think.
Okay, so I'll just get dates from you then, because
Yeah, I wasn't aware that we were doing this.
yeah, that's okay, that's fine. Yep, I just got the specs done a little bit ago.
Okay.
So, all right. And then on snow removal for the season, I have a quote from Leans, and they just list out what their prices of their loaders and their motor graders and their dump trucks and their skid steers and sweepsters and the snow blower and their laborer and their pickup and their trailer amount. So they just do, and they're not going to actually do the museum parking lot because that's new, so we don't want any heavy equipment on it. So they won't be doing that this year. They'll be doing all our other
There are
lots.
guys with shovels to do that one, eh?
No, actually Dirk said that he would have a guy come and clean
Okay,
it
with a lighter piece.
with a lighter piece of equipment.
Okay.
Is that,
How much does it usually cost us a year for this?
Okay.
Depends on the number of snows.
Depends on our snow.
I know.
But
pretty standard.
She probably has a history.
in 2016, 2017, liens was $4,300.
See, I wonder if we should put that out on bids, just so.
But they're just gonna bid by the hour like everybody else, you know?
Okay.
We could if you think so.
I know there's a lot of snow removal people out, that's right, just saying.
Yeah?
What is their main snow removal projects in town and are for the county? What areas are they working the most that they have snow removal on?
For us,
It used to be the museum, but they're not
yeah,
gonna do the
they
museum
do the
now.
lots over here, all three of the lots, and they do the north parking lot, and then they do the mill and building lots on both sides.
Do they get out and get it done quick?
Yes.
See, that's kind of the main thing for us, we wanna get it done right away.
Well, does I suppose our county's busy doing snow removal on roads and stuff. Is there,
Dirk used to do it, and,
it didn't work that way?
no.
Okay, I guess that was my question. is-
Yep.
Yeah,
He's
I
only
mean-
willing to do because I've asked, he's only willing to do the museum one.
Yeah, they got
That
to do
makes
without
sense,
that.
yeah.
Yep, yep.
It's been working, I hate to put bids out and if other people may show up in time or, I don't know,
And your bids have to be pretty,
pretty loose anyway.
it have to be pretty detailed, saying it has to be gone by such and such.
Yeah, that's true, if you do it that way.
Yeah, if you do it that way, you would, but it's up to you.
How many years has Lean been doing our snow removal?
Oh, years.
It's always worked out well for us and stuff.
So just stick with where we're at for this year.
So then, Doug will have to sign this then?
Yeah, I'll make a motion to approve the signature of the
Snow
contract.
removal for
Or-
2017, 2018.
Second.
Motion by Sutton, second by Sutton. All in favor?
Wait, let's-
I second it.
Sorry, I do both.
You did that.
I'm not hearing well today, so.
Which way is it? This way, right?
Okay, we got that straight. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Sign the contract for snow removal. What else do you have, Judy?
I need a copy of it.
Okay, yep.
Well, or just bring me one.
Oh.
So I have it, sorry.
All right, so now I got 2 quotes for the sidewalk snow removal.
You must think it's gonna snow this year, huh? Hope not too soon.
Gotta get ready.
Sun's out.
Anyway, what I had asked for was, the minimum charge to do the sidewalks, like one time, you know, the minimum. And then of the hour, like in the hourly of the loader and the hourly of your laborer that's like pushing the shovel or whatever. And, because I mean, that's the only way I could think of that would be fair. You know, I know that sometimes they spend lots of hours out there, you know. And so I can pass these around if you'd like to look at them. Dakota Trees, for the loader, he's $89 an hour, $60 per man hour, but his minimum charge per snow occurrence is $450, which comes to a total of $599 for one. I mean, all the lots would get, all the sidewalks would get cleaned for the $450, and then whatever extra it takes, the manpower or a loader would be that, like the 89 and the 60. So then I got another one from Integrity, and his skid steer would be like $60 an hour. Equipment operator or manual shoveling would be $45, and clearing the sidewalks on our 4 properties is $650 per removal. And that comes to $755 an hour then, if I did that for 1 hour. I didn't know
Pretty hard to...
how else to do that.
Well, the bad thing about it, if you get an inch and a half of snow or dusting,
Yeah.
you're putting that kind of money out to basically remove that much snow, but yet legally you gotta do it.
You gotta do it, yeah. And, you know, they have to go back to the mill and building, it's just not once, because, you know, it has to be all cleared off before they start
You
it.
could go for 3 inches or less, or 6 inches or less, or over 6 inches.
Yeah, but you know, once it starts melting, and then you have that issue of the snow melting on the sidewalk, and then you have a...
And who's gonna measure?
Well, I'm talking about official at the Weather Service.
Oh, yeah.
How you been doing it?
Dakota Tree's been doing it.
How much does that run usually, like last year?
Last year probably wasn't much, we didn't have
No,
snow.
we didn't.
We had quite a bit of... You gotta realize then that this also includes, like, they're removing all the snow from the impound when it gets to a certain height, and the cars are having trouble going through it to the impound building. We paid Dakota Tree $13,000 last year.
A low snow year.
Yeah?
And 2015, 2016 was a no snow year. That was $9,000. If you guys want to look, it's just kind of...
I don't know, if it would help. Yeah.
And you got 2 quotes there, is that you advertised that, or was that just...
No, I just asked for them.
Okay.
Usually there were some that called that weren't even, they're already, you know, they're booked up, they're not. We've had Dakota Trees for, what, 3 years now? 4 years?
Well, it sounds like price per hour there is a low bid. So
Yeah, if I go-
I'd make a motion to go with the Dakota Tree bid. They seem to be the lowest per hour, all things considered with.
Yeah, it's so hard to,
Yeah, it really is. Isn't like knowing exactly what they're gonna be doing.
Right.
I'll
There's a
second.
motion on the table from
I'll second
Sutton
the way
to
the motion.
approve Dakota Tree for snow removal, and a second by Fishback. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed?
What was the name on that?
Dakota Tree,
Dakota Tree? Okay.
motion carries. Anything else, Judy?
unless you guys have any other questions.
Nope.
Okay.
Take care of our elevators.
Trying.
Yeah. All right, thanks.
Thank you, Judy. Run a little behind, but the next thing on the agenda is Jake Munaz, discuss a lien. Morning.
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 Just pull up a chair there in the end there if you'd like.
Morning.
And who do we have this morning? Who do we have with us?
Jake Renz from Hecla. That's
Jake?
I'm Robert Bauer from Hecla.
Okay. And we're here to discuss a lien on some property that you're interested in purchasing?
Yep.
I understand. Can you give us a little history of what's going on?
We just want to buy the lot in town and hoping to put up a building,
Okay.
garage rentals.
The lot been empty for quite a while.
Yeah.
There's nothing on the lot.
No, I have an old house there and I tore it all down and cleaned it up,
I see.
so there's nothing on the lot right now.
And you're asking the county to remove the lien at this point?
Yeah.
So that you can purchase the property. What are you purchasing the property for? What are you paying, is it Mr. Bauer?
$4,000.
Okay.
And then the attorney we talked to or whatever said that, you know, then the money would just go to the county if the...
Yeah, that was where I was going with that.
Yeah, yeah.
So it would come off your lien, which would help benefit you by
Right.
lowering your lien.
Right.
Any other questions, I guess? I think it's probably a win-win. We're gaining, and you're gonna continue making the payments on the lien like you have been.
Yep.
What we would do then, I guess, would probably release the property, but the lien would stay in your name, Mr. Bauer, but we'd just be releasing the property at that point. And then you would
We'd get a
continue.
clean title.
Right, we would give you a free and clear title after we release this. What we would do is release that property from that lien, so you'd have free and clear title. But the lien would stay just in his name then. That's how that would work.
Yep. That's covered, yep.
Is there any questions to that? Max, do you see anything with,
And the proceeds would go,
where proceeds would come into,
Yeah.
towards that lien, go towards that
Okay,
lien?
yeah.
I'd move it.
I'd second it.
You're done.
We have a motion from Fishback, a second by Hanson, to remove the property, remove the lien from the property, and it remain in Mr. Bauer's name.
Right, it'd be this resolution that's...
Right.
Right.
All in favor of that?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion would carry.
What are you gonna put on it?
Storage units, I think, and then maybe some lodging rooms.
Good.
Is there paperwork then that we have to do to
Gary?
here, or do we have our
You
attorney draw
want,
stuff up?
I'll have to put the motion and that in the resolution, but it's basically ready. Then we'll take it to the Register of Deeds office this afternoon for recording. And then, when were you going to finalize your sale?
We were trying to get it done by the end of this month, but I don't know if
Oh,
it'll
yeah,
happen anymore or not.
that'll work. Yeah.
So I can just tell
Because-
our attorney that's drawing up the paperwork to,
Yep, it'll be at the Register of Deeds office this afternoon.
okay,
So this deed I got on that property,
We don't need...
don't need, okay.
That was probably something the attorney would need.
okay.
Good luck, Kate.
All right, thank you.
Good.
Thank you.
Thanks. Yep, thank you.
Thank you for your time.
You bet.
I'll get you a clean copy to sign before you leave today.
Okay. I'll just put that over there.
Back in the tax roll.
Gary, do you have anything else?
A couple of quick things. FEMA's in town today and tomorrow for tomorrow morning for training, so a few of us will be attending that. Last week you had made a motion to allow John McCoy to sign Verizon bill. Paul Severson was asking if we could do the same thing for the copier bill. That gets hung up between numerous departments also, if you were willing to allow him to sign for that also.
Were we getting a new managed print service other than GovConnect?
I know he was going out for bids for that.
Where's that at?
I haven't heard when the date he's bringing that back in, but...
I don't see any reason why I couldn't. I hate to have a bill held up because it's just not going through the system smoothly.
I hate to have someone else spending my budget.
Then maybe we better take John off the phone bill too. Yeah.
We don't have Verizon.
How many departments are involved with the copiers? I suspect there's quite a few.
Yeah.
Well, can we put a time limit? If they can't get it put through the system by a certain time, then someone can sign off the rest of it,
Can sure try, but it
you know.
hasn't worked to date, but
Well, I
we
mean,
certainly can.
how hard can it be? I mean, we're not that big of a building.
No, there's some others though too, outside Millam and stuff too,
Yeah. So
so.
if you give them 3 days.
But they get the email.
I get the email, but the problem
we-
has been they just don't
Have
look at
we,
the voucher system every
Pinned
day.
down the department that's holding it up.
They've been notified, yeah.
Is that justification for a write-up?
Could be, yeah.
I mean, if you're
No kidding.
instructing your departments to do something, they're not doing it, I think
Well, we'll
that,
try that first and see what
Okay.
happens.
I'd give them a time limit. And then if you're not, then it will be signed off by such and such.
I would hope they wouldn't want to be written up. I
Well,
mean,
that's all
I
I
would think
had.
they wouldn't want to go in their file, but I think they understand it's their responsibility to make sure the bills get done in time too,
Right.
so.
Sounds good, thanks.
Anything else?
Nope.
Max, anything else?
Nope.
Anybody in attendance?
I think Chris wanted to.
Oh,
Where
Chris.
did he go?
Tip coffee break.
Sheriff is out here too, I don't know if he wants something.
Well, there was going to be a discussion on some
Yeah,
of
they
the
wanted to come in
security,
and talk
court
about
security
it.
stuff.
Hiding out outside over here.
They're hiding out outside, the sheriff and the state attorney.
She's working on it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. NECOG meeting on Wednesday.
4 o'clock.
Weather spotters. It should be entertaining. We had them here probably 12 years ago.
I did have one
Very
more
well.
question.
Very well liked.
Okay.
Max had one.
Max, we have one more item on the
Yes,
agenda?
I'm sorry. When, we sent the ad in for the clubhouse RFP, Rachel had suggested we publish the clubhouse RFP as a block ad as well as the legal. And so I received some prices. To do it, a 2-day run would be, $299.50. A 5-day run would be $741.25.
When are we opening that?
Do
we have time yet to advertise?
Yes, we do.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
And I
she-
just didn't know if you had visited with Rachel on this,
Never
or
mentioned it to
agreed
me.
with her.
So basically, it's just going to go into the little legal caption
Little
paper,
legal
and we want to
caption.
put under like classified is what we're...
Right.
Well, you probably have a little more opportunity in
Exposure.
classified.
Spend that money.
Yeah, that's
2 days
2
is
days.
fine.
That's what I'd
Okay,
say too.
Which 2 days do you think, okay, it'll be in the paper tomorrow and, October 4th. And I believe the opening is the 17th.
I would go a Wednesday and a Sunday.
Me too.
Wednesday and
Sunday gets
Sunday.
the most
Yeah.
readership, I
Okay.
think.
And bids were due when, Friday, was it? Did we decide that?
I'm thinking it's the 17th. Let me look real quick. Yeah,
You said-
17th,
you
so
said
we've got
the
an
ordinance
extra week.
stated- You said the ordinance stated Friday by 5. Did she agree with that, or?
Yes, because
Okay.
that's how your ordinance reads. I mean, it says goal, but if you've got a goal in an ordinance, shouldn't you follow it?
Right.
But don't we open bids that are still coming in here?
The deadline for the bids,
What am I missing here?
okay.
Because we get people
typically-
handing them in the door here when we're here, so.
Okay, typically, you do not have an ordinance that specifies when you open RFPs. But in the fair concession case, you do.
You
Your
probably
ordinance-
should have, yeah, you probably should have assigned or something versus a particular
Maybe we should
day.
change that. Can we change that?
Well,
Oh,
that
it
would make sense.
Yeah,
It would take you'd have to redo the ordinance.
I think we need to. Otherwise,
But
it's...
the way
For
it
this
is
one,
now,
yeah,
the
for this
proposals
one.
are due 5 PM the 13th. And then they'll be opened, read, and considered by the commission at 9 AM on the 17th.
Okay. We can do a
That should
Wednesday and a
work.
Sunday then?
But you're not going to run the legal ad and the classified ad at the same time. You'll separate them different times?
Yeah, the legal ad will be in tomorrow and next Wednesday, so we could put the,
Do the block ad on the, well, that double up on Wednesday, but do the 4th and the 8th On the blockhead?
4th and the 8th, yeah?
think
I know you're doubling up on the 1, but
Right, but then
better
it's,
on Wednesday than Sunday.
right.
People read the paper more on Wednesday.
So one
than
Wednesday,
Thursday.
I don't know why.
Wednesday the 4th.
I don't know why that is.
and Sunday the 8th.
They read it on Wednesday to see what we did on Tuesday.
That's right.
Okay,
Do you
Thanks,
still need a
Shannon.
motion for that?
I even read it on Wednesday to see what we did on
So
Tuesday.
you've already authorized the advertising, this is just an additional
Okay.
advertising on it.
Okay.
So you need a motion?
No. Okay. Anything else to come from the Brown County Commission?
I would ask for an executive session on legal/contract.
Okay.
So moved.
Second.
Moved by Sutton, second by
Sutton
Fishback.
again.
All in favor? All in favor going to Zach?
Aye.
Okay, and just a second, let me...
Do I show?
There's Zach.
Okay, and I forgot to write down what it was for. Contract or...
Legal and contract, I
Legal
think.
contract.
Legal and contract. Is he getting the names?
Do I have you sign this? Do I have him sign, do I sign this or not? Travel voucher.
You signed the
For this
perjury
quarter.
statement on top.
Right here?
Yeah.
Anything else to come before the Brown County
I
Commission?
don't like that name, do you?
No.
Hearing anything, I would accept the motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Second.
Moved by Sutton, second by Hanson. All in favor?
Aye.
Brown County Commission is adjourned until next week.
Thank you. Now,